the other part of the puzzle. So if Socrates was just right, we don't have a puzzle. But Aristotle thinks that's Socrates' argument contradicts things that are clearly apparent. Why? Well, Aristotle thinks people are clearly led by pleasure and other feelings to do actions that they themselves recognize as bad for them. And the bad for them part is important here. Because it's not surprising that I might do an action that is bad for others or that others would see as bad. So, if I'm the guy who's bought up 20 cases of toilet paper and there's none left for anyone else, you might think that's a bad action and I shouldn't have done that. But if I don't think that's bad, if I think that's good for me, that's not a case of lack of control or weakness of will. So what we're looking for are cases where I do something that I recognize as bad for me, that I really shouldn't have done that, and I know that I shouldn't have done that, but I was led to do it by pleasure or these other feelings. So can anyone think of examples? You can either unmute and share them or just write them into chat of cases where it looks like people do things that they themselves think are bad for them, but go ahead and do them anyway. This is Aristotle thinks it's apparent that people do this, but we need an explanation for how that's possible. So his theory we're going to get to is about how weakness of will or lack of control is possible. But I want to start with just thinking about the examples of the kinds of cases that I know they should be going. So there you think, oh, it's good for me to go to the gym. I'm not doing it because someone else is making me. I am doing it because I think it's good for me, and I'm still allowed to go to the gym. Another question about the situation in the current circumstances, but it's painful and maybe I just don't feel like it. I'd rather sit on my couch. So I have this judgment that it's good, but the feelings of pain and discomfort that'll be involved in going to the gym stop me from going, even though if you ask me, I say, yeah, I should go to the gym. Yeah, eating fast food. So I know it's unhealthy. It's not good for my overall life. I could contribute to various health conditions, but it's delicious food and it's fast and I'm hungry, and so I just go for it. I think that's definitely a kind of example. And then sort of the more, imagine a coworker or someone brings in donuts or fries and it's right there. There you'll need sort of, as we say, you need even more self-control to not do it. It's a little easier to stop yourself from going out for fast food, but if it's right there in front of you and you have it smells delicious and you have this feeling, then that overcomes your judgment. Then Matthew asked about thieves. I think the thieves is a little bit of a different case because it's not, well, it depends on the thief, but often they just don't see what they're doing as bad or they think it's justified. Whereas these kind of cases are where the person themselves doing it thinks it's bad. So Jennifer asked about binge drinking. Yeah, I think drinking and other drug use could definitely fall under this as well, where you might recognize it's bad and like both before the person goes out and the morning after, they think, oh, I really shouldn't have done that. But in the moment, people keep offering them drinks and they keep taking it because it just feels right, even though something in the back of your mind, you think, oh, I shouldn't be doing that. Good. So we've got some examples now. So